Bungie released a new trailer today for Guardian Games, which is scheduled to start next Tuesday, plus they revealed a whole load of new information on their website. Well, today we're going to check out the trailer for Guardian Games plus all of the information, so we're ready for the start of Guardian Games starting on April the 20th. Well, if you're new around here and like this video and find it useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, before we check out all of the information, let's have a look at the trailer and get ready, because this one is absolutely great.
The last time we did this, my Titans achieved what can only be described as a blowout.
The battle lines have been drawn.
Now we will see fireworks.
This is amazing!
Yes! Use the large gun! Breaker!
Well, Guardian Games is a limited time event in Destiny 2, and that celebrates Guardians in the spirit of competition. So basically it's Titans versus Hunters versus Warlocks, and Guardian Games begins on April the 20th, 2021 and ends at reset on May the 9th. So Guardian Games is an event for all Destiny 2 players to celebrate their favourite class as they compete against one another to see whose class reigns supreme. The winning team are going to have bragging rights, as well as a statue on display in the tower for the entire year. So Titans won it last year, and everyone was a little bit disappointed to the size of the statue. It was next to Zavala for some time, although it got removed from the tower at the beginning of Season of the Chosen. But it's going to be really, really interesting to see how the classes turn out this year, because Hunters completely overtook the Guardian Games last year, and then Titans crept up from behind. And as a Titan main, I just have to say, well, good luck to all the other classes, because I think Titans are going to take it again. So there are some participation requirements. So while all players are invited to participate in the Guardian Games, new players must first meet the following requirements. So you've got to escape the Cosmodrome to unlock the tower, and once new players have met the above requirements, they will unlock a milestone telling them to speak with Eva Levante in the tower courtyard. And Eva Levante, of course, is our standard kind of seasonal event NPC. So she's always there in the tower with bounties and things for you to collect and chase. So it is a class-based competition, so you earn medals from completing activities, and then you turn them into the tower podium to earn points for your class's team. There's the concept of laurels as well, so you pick up laurels dropped by other players during the Guardian Games to purchase bounties, contender cards and rewards from Eva. So I do remember laurels being a thing last year. They're basically like Gambit motes, and you run around, you pick them up. So you create them using your class abilities. So you run around, pick them up, and they drop in all activities except for Gambit and Crucible, where they're going to be awarded after the match is ended. So another thing to note, players must wear their Guardian Games class item to generate laurels and progress any Guardian Games bounties. And we will get those class items when we log in on Tuesday. So previous Guardian Games class items, so the Cunning Rivalry Cloak, the Mighty Rivalry Mark and the Sage Rivalry Bond, they're not going to generate laurels or progress on any Guardian Games bounties. Oh, that is quite interesting. So players from last year, beware. So last year's class item is not going to generate laurels. And unrecovered laurels do not go to the player's postmaster and must be picked up to count towards their total. And it is worth noting, laurels disappear quite quickly as well. So make sure if you see them, I would pick them up as quickly as possible, as they're going to go towards the bounties. And I would imagine there's probably a set of triumphs, or maybe even seasonal challenges related to the Guardian Games and the progress. So just keep an eye out for those laurels when they drop on the ground and pick them up. Well, next up we've got the medals. So players can earn medals from triumphs, contender cards and activity completions. I'm not too familiar with the contender cards. I don't think they were a thing last year. so they'll be new this season. And medals are stored in the medal case found in the quest inventory. So you turn in completed medals to the tower podium, and that will increase your team's score. So basically, the idea is for classes to get the most medals, and at the end of each day, you can have a leaderboard. So over the course of Guardian Games, the leaderboard is probably going to change, although I think Titans took it, or maybe the second or third day last Guardian Games, and they were pretty much up there in the lead from that moment on all the way through to the end. So it will be interesting this season whether Hunters and Warlocks turn out. So I think in the overall player base, there's roughly about 48% Hunters. So Hunters do have the overwhelming advantage. And I would imagine that after their showing last season, they will want to turn out in force this year for the Guardian Games. So a little bit more about the medal case. So when the medal case is full, medals earned through claiming triumphs will be lost. And then with contender cards, so players can purchase contender cards from either. So completing trials or Nightfall contender cards will earn a platinum medal, and completing Strike's Gambit Crucible contender card will award you a gold medal. So I think platinum medals, again, they are a new thing this year. Well, next up, let's have a look at the rewards. And one of the best things about these events are the award. And this year, so we've got 3 exotic Guardian Games Ghost Shells can be purchased with laurels from either. So you've got the Colour of Speed exotic Sparrow can be earned through collecting class points and completing triumphs. And the big one, the Heir Apparent exotic machine gun, can be acquired through a quest if players do not already own it. And the Heir Apparent Catalyst has a chance to drop from banking gold or platinum medals if players already own the gun. So I'll definitely be going after that, having picked up the Heir Apparent in the last Guardian Games. And additionally, there is a new legendary class item for each class, as well as 2 emblems and 2 shaders that players can earn by completing triumphs. Well, next up we got the Bounties. So EVA offers 3 different Guardian Games bounties, which will reward players for completing them. So you got weekly bounties for XP, Bright Dust, Glimmer and Laurels. Daily bounties will reward XP, and additional bounties will reward XP and also Bright Dust too. And then we got the Tower Podium and the Ceremony event. So during the Guardian Games, the Tower's Guardian Games Podium will change daily to reflect the current status of the leading team. So class flags will update throughout the day to show which team is leading. There's also going to be a calendar showing the winner for each day throughout the event. So this is really, really good. We're getting something in the game showing the progress of the events, which is something we've been asking for ages. And on the Friday of each week, the ceremony event will become live in the tower, and the points accumulated by players during the week will determine the winner of each week's ceremony event. And players will receive rewards, and that is a glow that is active when in the tower and will remain until the next ceremony event or until the Guardian Games ends. And additionally, players' class items will also change colour to show their current standing after the ceremony event, being gold, silver or bronze. So finally, in the information pack, there are some known issues and things you should know when participating in Guardian Games. So several quest items, such as the medal case and contender cards, will not be removed from any player inventories after the Guardian Games has ended. If the medal case is full, medals earned through claiming triumphs will be lost. And class items acquired from Zavala are awarded at 1250 power level instead of 1300 power, which can be acquired from either. And players will not be able to deposit medals if they are acquired in a tower after players already deposited medals in the same rarity. So players can return to orbit or head back to tower to deposit those medals. And then the Laurel acquisition step of the Heir Apparent exotic quest only counts laurels picked up off the ground. That is one to take note of. And finally, non-Masterwork Guardian Games ghosts purchased from either display a completed objective. Well, that is it for all of the info for Guardian Games 2021, but let me know down in the comments what you think of the Guardian Games, and let me know if you're excited for the Heir Apparent exotic coming back. Well, that is it for this info on the Guardian Games in 2021, and as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description. Or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. See you in the Guardian Games.